1,
2,
3,
4.
Monster movie.
Fun time, go! Monster movie.
Fun time, go. Monster
Movie.
Fun time.
Go!
Monster movie. Fun time, go.
With Precious D and Honeybee.
Fun time, go!
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger, where you'll find over 30,000 mouth-watering choices that excite your inner foodie. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices, plus extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week. You can also save up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with fuel points. More savings and more inspiring flavors make shopping Kroger worth it every time. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, welcome to Monster Movie Fun Time Go. I am one of your hosts, Precious D.
And I am the other one of your hosts, Honey Bee.
We are two best friends making our way through the history of kaiju movies. We started in 1933 with King Kong, and we're now up to 1999 with Gamera 3, Revenge of Iris.
Gamera,
But before we get to that, Honeybee, did you watch Godzilla yet?
No, I haven't.
Boo. And they extended it just for you.
I know. I'm going to. I really want to. I am
Are you gonna
working
go to
on it.
4D?
I really want to.
You're going to go to a 4D show?
I'm going to try.
I'm going to read a post here from Jenny Nicholson, who is a YouTuber that I follow. Although she's getting close to being a former YouTuber. I haven't seen anything new in a while. Get on that, Jenny. She says, the new Godzilla was so good, but we accidentally saw it in the most aggressive moving seats I've ever experienced. And every time Godzilla showed up, we got tossed around like rag dolls, people screaming, popcorn flying. I've done a version of this called D-Box. It's only motion and you get to set your intensity. This was 4DX. It throws you around more than Star Tours, punches you in the back, has leg ticklers, and the only thing you control is whether you want to be sprayed in the face with water. I don't know if it was just a quirk of the theater we were in, but they also had a cannon blasting Halloween fog, but only in the front right corner of the theater. The few people in that section were absolutely drowned in fog, and it happened 4 or 5 times. Some scenes in the movie were not action scenes, but are characters talking while standing on a boat, and the chairs committed to rocking like a boat on the sea for a solid 10 minutes.
Yeah, baby. So I've seen 3 movies in 4D now. I saw Guardians, the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie, Meg 2, and Blue Beetle in 4D.
Okay.
It is a fucking
4D.
roller coaster. It's crazy. It's like being on an amusement park ride for 2 hours.
Are they also in 3D, or is it just the movement?
No, it's just the movement. Oh, I think
Lame.
we saw Guardians in both. It was 3D and 4D. Yeah, but the other 2 were just like regular. Okay. And I will say with Guardians was like the best, I would say, out of the 3 that I saw. But when we saw Meg 2, it was like so much water effect. It was crazy. It was so crazy. Oh my gosh.
We're actually underwater a lot of the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I do love it. I definitely, it's not for everybody, for sure. Like, one of my friends went and saw a 4D movie, her and her husband, and she's autistic, and within like 15 minutes she was like, could not do it. They were so nice, and they gave her money back, but she just like, she could not handle it and was like, I can't. And so it's definitely not for everybody, but it is fun. It's yeah, way too much. So it's intense. It is very intense, but I love it.
Well, maybe I can come visit after the new year and we'll go to a 4D movie. And then you can carry me out after I pull a muscle. I'm getting thrown around.
Deal.
But today we're talking about Gamera 3, Revenge of Iris from 1999. It is directed by Shizuki Kaneko. It is 108 minutes in Japanese. The box office was $15 million, but I don't see a budget anywhere.
Oh, come on.
I don't know. The cast is Shinobu Nakayama as Mayumi Nagamine.
Woo!
She is the ornithologist that we saw in the first movie, but I don't think she was in the second movie. Ai Medea as Ayana Hirosaka. Ayoko Fujitani as Asagi Kusanagi. That is the girl that's been in all three of the movies now. The psychic girl. Senri Yamasaki as Mito Asakura. Toro Tezuka as Shinya Kurata. That's a really weird guy. Yu Koyama as Tatsunari Moribi. Takasaki Nayami as GF Colonel Takoshi. GF that's probably ground forces. It's the Japanese Self-Defense Force. Hakosaki Sato as GF General. Kenji Soto as Dr. Soto. Yukijiro Hotaru as Inspector Osoko. It says Osoko 4. I don't know. That's got to be some mistype here on Wikipedia. That's a guy that we've also seen in all three of these movies. He keeps changing jobs. He was like a policeman, and then he was a security guard, and now he's back working for the police. He's an inspector. He's always getting traumatized by Gamera. Yusuke Kawazu as Akio Nojiri. Hirotaro Honda as Masaki Saito. Masahiko Tsugawa as Commander-in-Chief of the Air Defense Command. Hirofumi Fukuzawa as Gamera. Akira Ohashi as Iris. Kai Hori as Shigeki Hinohara. And Yuki Nakama as Female Camper. Okay. And this is the last in this series.
Oh my gosh. And in this era, right? Isn't this like the last of the Heisei era?
Yes.
Like the last Toho film?
Yeah.
What are your initial thoughts?
It's, what do you call it?
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's the other one.
It's Daiei, but Toho distributes them.
Yes.
For some reason. I mean, I liked it. It's as good as the other two, I think. And it kind of addresses just all the destruction. Even though Gamera is sort of the good guy, he still causes a lot of destruction. And this movie's all about somebody who lost their family due to Gamera's shenanigans.
Yeah.
And that trauma. So, yeah, there's a lot of collateral damage from our so-called good guy. Not everybody thinks Gamera's a friend to children when he leaves children orphaned.
Yeah.
You didn't like that?
Okay. My initial thoughts are Ayana, annoying. CGI, whack. Gamera, dope.
Yes.
What else? The fight scene compared to Legion and Guardians, I just kind of feel like this movie fell a little short as far as like the fight scenes, and they were just so anticlimactic in a way, and sort of just short. Like the fight scenes only lasted like 2 or 3 minutes, and like not a lot was happening. Do you know what I mean? Okay. I just like in comparison to the other two movies, I was a little disappointed. I thought it was still great. Like the movie is still amazing, but I just felt like between like Guardians and Legion, it just wasn't as good for me as the other two. Because the other two were just so good, and then this one just was I was really annoyed with Ayana the whole movie. Like, I get it. She's annoying. And it's like, yeah, okay, you were orphaned because of Gamera, like your house fell on your family. Okay. But also, Gaios was there too, bitch. Like, there was a reason Gamera was like destroying shit. So why is he all of a sudden the enemy? Like, it was annoying to me. It was very annoying to me.
What I found annoying is how she's just, this guy's trying to be nice to her and connect with her and reach out to her, and she just not having any of it and is just sort of unpleasant to everybody all the time. I was like, dude, you're barking up the wrong tree. She doesn't want to be friends with you or anybody else. And I understand you're trying to be kind, but some people just aren't open to kindness. So I felt bad for him. So, yeah, there you go. Well, we got a plot here from Wikipedia, so let's jump into it.
Thanks, Wikipedia.
3 years have passed since Gamera defeated Legion, and the world is once again plagued by Geos, which have now evolved into Hyper Geos. Miyami Nagamine, noted ornithologist, returns to aid the Japanese government in addressing this threat.
Woo!
A graveyard of Gamera fossils is found at the bottom of the sea. I don't feel like that actually went anywhere.
Yeah, me either. It was kind of stupid. If anything, it was just for that, like, the weird guy to be like, blah, fossils at the bottom of the sea, blah. But, like, that was pretty much the only thing that came out of it.
Right. Shadowy government agents, occultists Miss Asakura and Kurata Shinya, the weird guy you're just talking about, are meanwhile working with a different agenda, with Asakura believing Gamera to be an evil spirit. A pair of enhanced hyper-geos appear in Tokyo's Shibuya district. Shibuya, the girl who's hard to get, but are opposed to Gamera. During the ensuing battle, Gamera attacks the Geos with little regard for humans, killing 20,000 people in the process. Judas Priest. And
I know,
causing
and this
the
is like in
Japanese
the
government
first,
to
like,
order
the
Gamera's
first half hour of the movie, our kill count is already up to 20,000 people. I was like, damn.
Wow. Yeah, we have not been making note of the kill counts lately. We need to start doing that again, but damn. Causing the Japanese government to order Gamera's immediate destruction. Meanwhile, a young girl named Ayana, whose parents were inadvertently killed by Gamera during his previous battle with Chaos in 1995, discovers a stone egg sealed within her village temple, which they are all told not to go into and not to disturb. So, of course, they do it.
You know,
the egg hatches a
Panchito's gonna
small,
punch.
maybe if it's really that important, maybe a guard. Yeah, I think one of the kids is supposed to be like, this will be your duty now. His grandma's doing it, but he's gonna have to take over. But he does a shit job. The egg hatches a small tentacled creature whom the girl names Iris after her dead pet cat. Did Gamera kill the cat too?
It was an accident.
Iris
He
forms
was
a link.
trying to save the world.
Iris forms a link with Ayana through an orichalcum pendant and becomes the focus of Anya's quest for revenge as she seeks to raise her own monster and take vengeance against Gamera. So this is similar to the way the other girl was linked to Gamera through a pendant. Iris, however, attempts to absorb Anya in the process of his growth. The girl's classmate manages to free her from Iris's cocoon, and is she grateful? No. But it leaves its lair and kills half the village's populace, subsequently growing into its adult form. The military attempts to destroy it, but fails. Iris flies towards the city of Kyoto, where Ayana has been taken by Asakura and Kurata, with Asakura deliberately trying to use the girl to summon Iris. Did they just kidnap her? I don't remember. You just watched this today, right? I watched it weeks ago, so I've forgotten most of it.
Yeah, they did kidnap. They kidnapped her, but like she was like out of it. Like it wasn't like she was like already knocked out. She was like in a coma or some shit, and they just like yoink.
Oh well, that's okay then. While en route, Iris attempts to kill 2 pilots of the JASDF, but is intercepted in mid-flight by Gamera, and the two engage in an aerial battle. The pilots, under instructions to destroy Gamera should he appear again, force Gamera to descend with a tactical missile strike, inadvertently allowing Iris to escape. Dum-dums.
So annoying.
Nagamine and Asagi, the girl once psychically linked with Gamera, retrieve Anya and attempt unsuccessfully to get her out of Kyoto. Kurata speculates that Gamera was engineered as humanity's guardian and as such is a vessel capable of being charged with humanity's collective mana, and expresses a belief that therefore Iris had been deliberately created to defeat Gamera, so the Geos, acting akin to a planetary immune system, could wipe out the human race. And he seems perfectly fine with all this.
Yeah, he's so excited about it.
Excited.
Mm-hmm.
That guy, I can't remember now.
Creepy.
I think I was watching the dubbed version, but that guy's performance was way over the top, which was only made worse by the dubbing.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Although they don't share Kurata's misanthropy, Nagamine and Asagi think that the mana theory explains from where Gamera got the energy he used to defeat Legion. The two monsters meet and continue their fight. Iris easily gains the upper hand, impaling Gamera and leaving him for dead. That was pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Iris then makes its way to Kyoto Station and absorbs Anya, killing Asakura and Kurata in the process. Hasn't there been a point in each of these films where Gamera was left for dead?
Yeah.
And then he has to
Gamera
just
keeps
take a little
getting
rest
his ass kicked. Yeah. Yeah. Which I feel
Well,
like is
it's-
more
yeah, I mean, it's
realistic.
standard format. Yeah, it's a format in a certain type of film, not always a kaiju film, but you got to get knocked down first, and then you get back up. And Jackie Chan likes to do that. He always gets his ass handed to him in the beginning, and then gets
If
up.
at first you
and
don't
wins in the end.
succeed, dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again.
Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start all over again. Iris then makes its way to Kyoto Station and absorbs Anya, killing Asakura and Kurata in the process.
Bye, bitch.
From within Iris's body, Yana experiences the creature's memories and realizes that her hatred and bitterness have motivated it.
Oh,
just as she
you
has her
don't
epiphany.
say.
Yeah, when you go creating kaiju or hatching kaiju, they're going to pick up on your vibes, man. When you bond with them. Just as she has her epiphany, Gamera plunges his hand deep into Iris's chest and wrenches the girl free, robbing Iris of its human merge. That's
And then he
weird.
gets really up close. He gets really close and he whispers, "I'm inside of you, bitch." Just kidding.
Ms. Nagamine and Asagi, trapped within the train station's wreckage, watch helplessly as Iris impales Gamera's hand
Oh!
in a weird sort of crucifixion imagery and begins to siphon his blood, creating fireballs with its tentacles after processing his DNA. Gamera blasts off his injured hand and absorbs Iris's fireballs, forming a fiery plasma fist, which he drives into Iris's wounded chest. I really
He
like
blasts
the
his
set.
whole
The,
his own arm off.
yeah,
So sick.
crazy. I like the train station wreckage, the way it looked.
Oh yeah. I did like
Yeah,
the practical
just,
effects, like of
was
the
interesting.
buildings falling down and stuff. It looked really good, especially in comparison to the CGI. The CGI was kind of bad in this one.
Iris explodes, blowing the roof off the crumbling train station. The comatose Ayana still clutched in his fist. Gamera sets the girl down where Nagamine and Asagi are hiding. The women are unable to revive her, but Gamera lets out a roar, and Ayana awakens.
And she's
Gamera
like,
leaves the
"But
girl
why?
wondering why
Why
he
did
would-"
you save me? Yeah, you stupid ass bitch, because he's the good guy. God damn."
Right? And that's what it says right here. Gamera leaves the girl wondering why he would save her life after all she had done. But does he even really know what she's done? But yeah, that's what he does. A swarm of Geos,
saves the
thousands
babies.
strong, begins to descend upon Japan, intent on destroying their greatest foe once and for all. Military leaders finally realize that Gamera is on the side of humanity and pledge to fight the Geos horde alongside him. Asagi says that although she doesn't share a psychic link with Gamera anymore, she knows he will not back down and will fight till the end. As the swarm approaches, Gamera lets out a final roar of defiance as he stands his ground in the center of a blazing city. Is that how it ends?
Yeah.
With him just
Fire
getting ready to fight
everywhere.
these guys?
Yep.
Right, but
They're
does
like
he-
on the radios, like, oh, here they come. They're going for Japan. Oh, I guess Gamera isn't the bad guy. Well, shit. We were wrong this whole fucking 2 hour and 15-minute movie. I guess now we'll fight alongside him. And
Right,
then it's
but
just
it
like
doesn't actually
fire,
show the
fire,
final?
fire. No, it doesn't.
Wow.
It's just
Yeah,
like
I gotta stop watching
the
these things like weeks
end.
ahead of time. It's like a Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid ending, or the finale of Angel. Those both just end with them getting ready to fight.
What is Angel?
So wow, Angel, the spinoff of Buffy, the TV series.
Oh, okay,
with
okay,
David
okay,
Boreanaz.
okay.
It just ends with there've been, I don't remember the details, but a horde of evil's been unleashed, and there's even like a fucking dragon in the sky, and they're just like, all right, here we go. And then that's how it ends.
And scene.
Yeah.
Blackout.
But yeah, just to show us how fucked they are, there's a dragon in the sky.
Wow.
In addition to all the vampires and shit that they're gonna have to deal with, demons and crap.
Yep, it just ends with Gamera standing in the fire, just roaring away.
Right. So there you go, folks. Gamera 3: Revenge of Iris.
I will say I really did like the way that Iris like sucked the life out of random people. That was cool. That was a cool effect. How they were just like shriveled up gray skeleton people. That was pretty neat. I was like, oh shit. Gamera's such a badass. Like he's such a badass, and
Right.
especially in this film, like just like blowing his own arm off just to like fight. Just to, he doesn't give up, and he does save the babies. And yeah, some people die in falling buildings, and that sucks. But get a fucking grip, Ayana.
What are you gonna do? Cry about it?
Yeah. Well, that's what she should have done, is
Damn.
cry about it, but not like actually, wield her
You should
soul.
have actually processed her emotions. You mean?
Yeah, and not
Instead of
just like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna just merge my soul with this evil spirit thing and try to kill the guy who's saving the whole fucking earth. Annoying.
Yeah.
I was annoyed.
So- What are you gonna rate this one, Honeybee?
I'm gonna say it's 4 stars, because I'm pretty sure I gave the other 2 5, and this one just didn't
Okay.
quite live up to that for me. Like I just felt like the other 2 were
Right.
so good, and this one was still, like I said, it was still really good. But yeah, I think 4 stars just like didn't quite hit the mark, and a lot of that for me was not only the annoying child being an annoying child, but also just like when there was like a fight coming and I was like, oh yeah, here we go, and then it was just like super short. And even though there was like epic shit happening, like Gamera being a fucking badass, it was still just like, like especially like in the Legion movie, the second movie, like the fights were fucking epic, and they were long, and they were kind of drawn out a bit, and maybe that's because there were so many little creatures like creaturing. But this this was just kind of like, I was just like, that's it, like, okay, like, well, all right. There was just a lot more people shit in this, and the people shit was pretty annoying, and I was really happy to see our 2 ladies, like Asagi and what's the other one, Nagamini. I was happy that they were back, and that they were doing their badass shit, like just being the lovely humans that they are. But yeah, I'm gonna say 4 stars, because it was just like a little bit short of 5 stars for me, just because the people shit was a little annoying and a little bit too much, and the monster shit was just kind of anticlimactic in some ways, a little disappointing in some ways, not long enough, not enough. But Gamera's such a badass. He looks great in this movie. His roar is great, his fire breath great, just great. He's such a badass. Like, oh man. I feel like every time we see like a Gamera film and then we see a Godzilla film and then we see a Gamera film, I'm like, ugh, I just can't like I go back and forth on like who I love more, who's better. And yeah, he's such a badass, but 4 stars for me for this one. What about you?
I'm going to give it 4 too.
Nice.
Now, am I misremembering? Was there something going on with Nagamine and one of the army guys, or was that one of the other movies?
I think that's one of the other movies.
Are they all? They're all beginning to blur together. Okay, I just remember she was like, the military was consulting with her because she's the big expert, and I thought there was some stuff with, not like, one of those things that we see in these films where 2 people seem like they're attracted to each other but don't do anything about it.
Yeah, definitely not this one.
But that might have lots of looks down the hallways and stuff. But that might have been the previous film. I don't remember. I don't know. Folks, next week we're doing what? Attack of the 50-Foot Woman.
Yeah.
But before that, we're gonna have a Christmas special.
Woohoo!
That we'll put out on Christmas Day, and our Christmas movie this year is Gremlins.
Yay!
From 1984. I think it's on Max, the artist formerly known as HBO. Is that where we watched it?
I think we watched it on Vudu. Yeah.
I own it on Vudu, but I think it might be streaming on Max. I'm just going to look that up real quick.
Surely it is. It is a Christmas movie. I'm looking too. Gremlins. Yep, it is on Max. Gremlins 2.
Max. Okay, so
Gremlins, Secrets of the Mogwai. All of them are on Max.
Yeah, there's a cartoon, and that is, I think, on Max as well. So
Cocaine Sharks is also
before.
on Max. It appears. I don't know what that is,
right,
but it just it's on me.
Somebody trying to one up Cocaine Bear. I bet that's.
That
sounds like an asylum film to me. All right, I'll look that up later. And folks, we're still doing a Patreon. Patreon.com/MMFTG. We are about to record an episode for that on Day of the Triffids, which you can watch on Tubi. So if that interests you at all, go support us on Patreon at MMFTG. No, at patreon.com/MMFTG. But go to MMFTG.com to find the links for all of our stuff, our Instagram, our Twitter, because I'm still calling it Twitter. Fuck you, Elon. Our Facebook, all of that stuff. And like and subscribe and review and rate on all the things on wherever you listen to this podcast. You could even go onto the places you don't list and still give us a rating there. Double up on your ratings.
Oh, yeah, that could be
Stack
your
that deck,
Christmas
baby.
present to us.
There you go. There you go. So everybody, have a Merry Christmas. We'll be here again in a few days with Gremlins.
Or a Happy Hanukkah, or whatever you celebrate.
Yes, but
Have a
Gremlins
happy
is a
one.
Christmas movie. So. So until then, I have been Precious D.
And I've been Honey Bee.
Remember to keep calm and take shelter in basements.
And please don't misuse science.
We won't see you, but you will hear us next time on Monster Movie Fun Time Go.
Yeah.
1,
2,
3.
4.
Monster movie.
Fun time, go! Monster movie.
Fun time go. Monster
Movie.
fun time.
Go!
Monster movie fun time go.
With Precious D and Honey Bee.
Fun time, go!